Another video in this YouTube channel. So this YouTube channel is created to teach students and teachers, parents as well, how to use Microsoft Word to your benefit. So in this video we are going to be dealing with how you can set up an examination paper, and specifically a mathematics examination paper. But nevertheless, even if you are not a mathematics teacher, you can still follow the steps to set up the examination paper for your own subject. All right, so let's get started. First of all, basically you have to know that this software is very complicated when it comes to mathematics. With respect to other subjects, it's not really complicated as it is when mathematics is involved. Because if, for example, I want to set up a literature in English question paper to give students, you basically see that you just need to write a text. So you just need to question one, you spell. So basically, if you know how to type, then it's not going to be a problem. But when it involves mathematics, you need to know how to type equations, okay? Because when you have a difficulty with typing equations, it's now complicated. For example, if you want to write 2x and you write 2 and you write x, this does not make sense. In fact, I can say that somebody who has mastered this typing software, this Microsoft Word, with using it to type mathematics, when a person sees this in an examination paper already printed, the person will know the difficulty that the teacher who set the paper was facing, okay? Because basically anything that has a variable, or anything that is mathematics related, which is not words, is supposed to be inside an equation. For example, if I want to write 2x, okay, maybe I want to set the equation, solve the linear equation 2x plus 1 equal to 0. So I'm going to begin by saying, okay, equation 1, I input 1, then I press full stop, and then I press the space bar. It gives me the automatic numbering already. So if I want to go to 2, I'm just going to go to 2 to 3 to 4 and so on and so forth. So that's just for the automatic numbering. As well as you can also shift, okay, you can shift it to any position you want. Alright, so if I want to tell students, maybe I want to give an exam, and the first question is that they should solve the linear equation 2x plus 1 equal to 0. I'm going to say solve the linear equation. Now everybody can type this, but now if you write 2x plus 1 equal to 0, this does not make sense again, okay? Because this 2x plus 1 is an equation. So to do it, basically I'm going to show you two ways, and I think you're going to prefer the second way. When I started learning Microsoft Word by myself, when I want to write 2x plus 1 equal to 0, I will come to the insert tab, okay? I click on the insert tab, then I go to equations, I click on equations, then this comes out. Type the equation here. I just type 2x plus 1 equal to 0. You see the difference between 2x plus 1 equal to 0 and this 2x plus 1 equal to 0. This clearly is more presentable than this, okay? So that's why I said it is very complicated when it comes to mathematics when using Microsoft Word. Anyways, that is basically it. But now you realize that if maybe you have to submit your questions very fast, you'll be very tedious to always come to insert and click on equation, and then you write the equation there, and so on and so forth. So basically, for you to do this without going to insert, let me give you the shortcut that I use. So the shortcut I use, you press ALT and then you add it with the equality sign, okay? It means that you go to your keyboard and you press ALT plus equal to. This plus also means that you press the plus sign. It means that when you press ALT, immediately you now press the equality sign. So if I want to do it without even going to the insert, I'm just going to press ALT equal to. It gives me directly this. Then I now type 2x plus 1 equal to 0. This will make it to be a little bit faster, okay? Anyways, now let's talk about the insert tab, okay? If I go to the insert tab, for example, you realize that we can insert so many things. We can either insert a cover page, a blank page, a page break. We can insert a table. We can insert pictures. We can insert shapes, icons. In fact, if you're not using Microsoft Word 2019 or 2020, from 2019 and above, I am not sure that you're going to have these icons. Okay, and these icons are basically just that I am offline, so you not really see the icons. But if you're online, these icons are maybe 3D, I can say 3D 3D objects that make your work to be more beautified. Okay, anyways, let's keep that aside. Now we can insert. This is also, I've never used this before, but I mostly use it in PowerPoint, maybe to do some illustrations and so on and so forth. Anyways, or you can insert a chart. Yes, you can insert a chart for those of you guys who are doing statistics. If you're making maybe typing a textbook or whatsoever, or solving, you can insert maybe a pie chart, bar chart, tree, histogram, and so on and so forth, and you just edit it to suit your liking. All right, you can also insert a screenshot. Okay, you can screenshot directly in Word and insert. You can also get, in fact, let's just keep this part aside. Now you can also insert links. Okay, you can insert a link, a bookmark, or a cross-reference. Okay, you can insert a comment, so that maybe somebody who takes your Microsoft Word document and is reading can see the comments. You could insert the headers. If you take insert headers are just these things here. Okay, you can, that's when you want to customize, or you want to give a nice layout to your document, to that page. You can insert a header, you can insert a footer, page number. You can insert a text box. For example, if I click on text box, maybe let me just draw a text box, I can write up here. Normally it is not possible to write up here, but you can write up there when you have a text box. I can move the text box from one position to another. Anyways, let's keep that aside. I think, what is this? I've never really used this part. Okay, this is maybe to format the image and so on and so forth. Anyways, let's concentrate on inserting equations like we saw. Or before going to inserting equations, let us look at inserting symbols. If you take a symbol, for example, you want to insert symbols. Okay, there are so many symbols. You see the symbol for a pen or a pencil, a scissors. Maybe you're typing and then you have written scissors. You can just put the symbol beside. Okay, a plane and whatsoever you want. You have emojis that you can also insert. Okay, anyways, I just advise you to upgrade your Microsoft your Microsoft Office software, so that you get the latest version and the latest images. All right, anyways, let's go to equation. If I want to insert an equation, you see that this is now the equation text bar. Okay, so in this equation text bar, those of you who are versed with LaTeX, you could code. Okay, you could take LaTeX and then you just code. Let me see, for example, if I want to write theta, I don't know the LaTeX definition of theta, but anyways, I can see write theta. Okay, this is LaTeX. If you want to use Unicode, okay, you must not necessarily go and look for theta to write. You can just give the command of theta and it comes out directly. But if you want to insert theta, at first, when I began Microsoft Word, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come to insert. Okay, now when you go to insert, this is for symbols. You see, every subpart has its definition. To insert tools, maybe you want a pre-typed equation already, you just click on it and insert. You can also use the ink to write your equation. Okay, to write your equation, you see it's coming out like M. If I say alpha, it comes out like as alpha, and so on and so forth. But it's very stressful to do that. That is all about the tools. Now for the conversions, you could type convert to LaTeX, convert to whatsoever you want to convert to. Now for the symbols, these are the various symbols. This is a proportionality sign, the plus or minus, infinity, equal to. If you click on the down on this, if you click on this, you realize that you can also click on this, and you have, if you want to insert a Greek letter, you have those Greek letters, alpha, beta, gamma, and all the rest. Letter like symbols, there are some symbols that look like real numbers, integers. Okay, for relations, equivalent relations, rational numbers, and so on and so forth. What about operators? There are so many operators. That's first of all the normal binary operators we know. Then now what operators that relate to sentences, an element, not an element, identical or congruence, subset, not a subset, and so on and so forth. The integral sign, the summation sign. Okay, what about arrows? We have implication, we have right arrow, and all the rest. negated arrows for negations. You want to say maybe there does not exist and so on. Squibs, in fact this part is not really important. And geometry, maybe if you want to talk about maybe at the end of the proof, right, end of the proof, this the another definition of cure easy. I believe maybe some of you have seen this before. Therefore, because, and then therefore, this is for, I think, right angle. This is for an angle normally. This is a measured angle and so on and so forth. A spherical angle, a right angle, a triangle. Yes. What's this? Not equal and parallel to. Then I think this perpendicular. This is not divide. Yes, I think those of you guys who do number theory, you can recall this. This is parallel. I don't know this. This is not parallel. Perfect. This is a semicolon, that is for ratio. And what is this? Proportion. Alright, so those are the various things, okay, under symbols. So you have so many things that you can check on basic maths and all the rest. Now under structures, if you want to insert a fraction, you just choose the type of fraction you want to insert. And exponential, you choose, if you want a subscript, you can put maybe 2 base 3 and all the rest. Let's go back to insert. Do you want to insert a radical, an integral with limits, a double integral, a triple integral, an integral, a closed integral? Okay. What about summations or products? What about brackets? What about trigonometry functions? What about ascents like x dot, x dot dot, x dot dot dot, and so on and so forth? You have a vector and so on. What about limits and logarithm? What about operators? And matrices. So those are the various things you can insert. Maybe so if you're typing a question and maybe you need some of those things, you can just go directly and go and insert them. All right, like I said, this is a shortcut to go to the insert, and then now you choose what you want to insert. Okay, so for example, if I want to set up this mathematics paper, anyways, I'm going to cut the video here. Okay, in the next video, make sure you check the next video, or you turn on your notifications so that when I upload the next video, you'll be notified to come and watch. In the next video, we are going to set up a paper. We'll do all the formatting. Okay, we put the headers, the footers, the name of the school, if you want it to look like a GCE paper, the color, the page color, and so on and so forth. So guys, stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share the video with other people who